You don't exclusively write about issues, right? You have other songs?
Right. I'm not 100% issue-oriented.
Okay.
Some artists are.
But when you do write about issues, what are the most important issues in your life?
Children, happiness for children, and what they go through. So one song I have is subtle, called "Place Called Humanity," about making a better world. It's the title track of the first CD for children. And then I have one exclusively about the Navajo, because I spent some time out on the Navajo reservation. And it's called Dove's Feet Girl. And
that's the one I put on SAG TV.
Oh, okay, yeah. That one's
about
their story. I was inspired by Diane Patterson, and Kate Wolf also went out to the Navajo reservation. And then I have one about the death penalty called Prayer for Morales, because he was the last person. He's still alive. There's a moratorium on the death penalty. I was at the Tookie Williams vigil when he was killed. And I have one about the Israelis and the Palestinians that's on my new CD. And then I have one about corporations. Don't shop at the big corporations that are, destroying
local business.
Yeah, local business.
Yeah. And community spirit.
It's that simple. Just don't shop there. It's that simple. You take away their power.
Plus, they create a lot of low-paying jobs.
Oh.
They don't take care of their employees at all.
No, they don't. And it's that simple. You just take the power away. You don't shop there.
Yeah, good idea. I don't shop there anyway.
Yeah.
Those big box stores. And you also write songs about the homeless?
I don't have one on point about the homeless yet. I need to write one. G.P. Bailey in town, he has 2 CDs full on the homeless. But I do need to write. I mean, in one of my songs, in the Torah song, I do have a verse about the homeless. There's a little bit of a bridge in there, but not really on point. And then I have another song that's about addiction, which I would say is an issue-oriented song, because it's a helping song, I'm trying to help people. I'm trying to think if I have other ones I haven't even recorded yet. I have one called Tree of Life that's about being peaceful in general, trying to communicate. That one I did a long time ago. It's on the first CD, and it's also on a compilation CD put out by Ed Stanley. It's called Tomato Vortex. That one is about, I wrote that, I went to Burning Man years ago.
Okay.
15 years ago maybe now? No, 17 years ago I went to Burning Man. And because my son was just a baby. And I watched all these people standing around holding hands. They were all naked, and they were standing underneath the Tree of Life. There was this tree of bronze that rained water during the day, and then it blew up flame at night, and it was just gorgeous. I think it's out there every year. And I just took a look at it. This happens often. And the whole song comes out.
Wow.
It just comes out. And so I'm not one of these people that writes every day. It just sort of comes out. And so that song was about, wow, if we could just get along and stop picking over our little, differences and this and that, and try to listen to each other, and we might have world peace.
Do you think music has the power to change the world in that sense?
I always think music always has. Music and poetry and the arts and art itself, and in people like Dr. King, people who are good speakers, people who have passion, and they show their passion in some venue of some type. But I really believe that the real core of the problem is the gender imbalance, the patriarchal structure. And when women are treated equally to men around the globe, this will all end.
Okay, when will that be? Is it coming up in our lifetime?
Women have to recognize, first of all, they have to be empowered, but they have to recognize their own situation first. They have to stop and say, okay, I'm in a situation here where I can't buy into this anymore, instead of feeding it. So when we get women leaders like Margaret Thatcher, this is not good. it's like they become men. We need more nurturers. You know, the best country in the world is, what I hear, is Norway and Sweden. They have more women in positions of political power than anywhere else, and it's the best country there is. And I'm a quarter Norwegian, by the way. But when you get an equal society, which we had 5,000 years ago, before the one God male theory came along, and Judaism and Christianity, Catholicism, and, you know,
male-based
right, the takeover.
cultures.
You know, there was no evidence of warfare, and you know, there's a lot of books.
You mean humans are peaceful by nature?
They are. I
can buy that, because I've never wanted to hurt anybody.
Neither have I. I get mad sometimes, and we all have tempers, but it's, I think, I mean, look at the military. When the men go into the military, and women, they brainwash them.
Yeah.
With God and guns, and from what I hear, they're brainwashed. So it's a sick world because it's patriarchal, and that, I'm not trying to imply that it needs to become matriarchal. It needs to become egalitarian. And then
what Dr. King was saying, everyone is equal regardless of their color or gender or whatever.
And we have to look at each individual person.
Yeah.
And as a teacher, I have a lot of students who look kind of scary to the average onlooker, but they're not. They're smart. They just dress according to the neighborhood they're in.
Yeah.
And they're sensitive. Yeah, and they're good people, and they work really hard. They're amazing. My students are the most amazing people, other than my kids, that I have, because they don't give up. They look at the job market. They get harassed by the police every day. Mom went to jail this morning. It's amazing, and they get to school and they do their work, and it's incredible. And they have hope, and they try. I mean, they're amazing people.
So there's hope for
if they
humanity.
Can do it, if they can do it,
sure,
I can.
Yeah.
And some of them will never leave South Sacramento where they live. They'll just stay there. They'll work there. I leave every day, and it's not a happy environment. Where I live.
So your goal is to help society become happier, right, and more empowered.
My goal is to do my part to inspire other people who do their part. I try to tell all my students every day, we're living in a world now where you have to do something. You can't just, you have to get involved in some issue and not dance around one pole. You're homeless, it might be environment, it might be whatever floats your boat, but you have to be part of the process. You have to do something and get involved. That's what a democracy is. Because if you're too busy watching reality shows or whatever,
which isn't
whatever
really
people
reality.
do, then you're letting the powers that be run amok. Right now, the median income is going down.
Yeah.
The standard of living is going down, and the rich are getting richer and richer.
We need
you have
to change
do something
that.
about it.
I think songs can change that.
Songs can help, and prayer, and art,
community
and
action.
Right. Second Saturday is a good thing for the community. And poets, we're all contributors.
Let's talk more about that in the next segment, because I know you're involved with the local city council.
Yeah.